Okay. Well, welcome back to Stoic Talks with your girl JazzO. I want to say thank you to everyone that's been tuning in, everyone that's been following, sharing, liking. If you're tuning in now, Stoic Talks is all about elevation, growth, community, coming together as a collective, and who else but the one, the only, the owner of Bronx native, Amaurys Grullon. Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah.
Let's hear it again.
I mean, can I get it again?
Yes. I love it. So you've been doing a lot of wonderful things for the community.
Yeah.
You are Bronx-based, but I want to say you're for the city. You're for all of New York.
For my people.
For his
You're
people.
for the peeps, for the world.
Because I got my phone. You feel me? I had to do a lot of homework on this gentleman right here.
No, appreciate
Not only that, so all right, walk us through because you got a great body of work. So you started 2015.
Yes. So, I mean, in a summary, you know, the journey is, first of all, I want to say thank you for having me. You already know, definitely a vibe. We've connected. Thank you for showing love, coming to the events we're having, the open mics,
100.
and having a platform like this to have conversations like this and to inspire. You said to elevate and all these things, and that's what our people need. So,
yes,
an applause for you. You already.
Thank you. It's to you.
Yeah. No, thanks. So for me, if you want to start from the beginning, I was always a creative. I was always somebody who was involved in different mediums. You know, I was always illustrating when I was a little kid. I was always like just coming out with ideas. And I always knew I was going to be an artist of some sort, that I was going to be using my creativity to do something, right? When I was in college, shout out to Bronx Community College, you already know. Shout out to SVA, the School of Visual Arts. Shout out to school in general, you already know.
Shout out to school in general. We said this before. You got to stay in school. Whatever it is, you always got to learn. I was in BCC and I started doing my freelance work. I started providing services and I started my first venture, which was Get Studios, right? So Get Studios for me was a way that I was able to provide a service, right? Be creative, create logos, do photo shoots. You know, I was doing video and make money from it, right? As an entrepreneur, because that was something that I always said to myself, you know, I wasn't going to be a starving artist. I hate that term. You know, I wasn't going to be somebody who had these skill sets and was gonna just I was gonna make it work. I was gonna become a businessman. Consistency. You already know, and I was gonna make it work. So I started Get Studios. I was providing multimedia services, and it was awesome, right? I was doing my own thing. I got major clients. I was doing branding. I was doing video, photo, just you name it. It was just an in-house team that I had, and we were just providing all these things. But the Bronx, a big butt.
You know what I mean? The Bronx, the biggest butt. You know what I mean? You already know the vibes.
Yes.
But the boogie down Bronx, right?
It didn't have enough representation.
Yeah. So I was like, I need to do something for my home. I need to figure out.
Because we love the Bronx.
Yeah.
As crazy as people make it out to be, that's the wonderful part of the Bronx native and also all the other umbrellas that you hold underneath it.
Yeah.
You're shedding light that there's a lot of love. Hip hop, number one, the influence all over the world. It's universal. And not only that, but you're bringing people together and you're giving them like a highlight. You're giving them a space, a platform. So that they can express themselves in different ways.
Yeah. You know, and you said it yourself, you know, you said representation, you know, that is extremely important for us. Me growing up in the BX, I heard negative things from people in the BX, people outside of the BX, but just like you said, you know, the Boogie Down Bronx is the Mecca, you know what I mean? I think the Bronx is the most beautiful place on earth. You already know, the Mecca, you know, of culture, you know, when you look at the history, the culture, and that was really what inspired us to create Bronx Native, right? To create an inclusive brand that represents, that highlights, that triumphs, elevation, growth, entrepreneurship, resilience, the rawness, things that already are here in the BX.
The nitty-gritty,
you know?
the things that people really want in their life. And no, because, you know, we talked about, right, my boy Wolf over here. We got producer Wolf in the back. He's always holding me down. So we were talking about structure.
Yeah.
You're bringing also structure into the community.
Yes, indeed.
Because one,
I've seen a lot of commercials with you with them. And I love it though, because not only you got other people also giving props to the Bronx. You know, reminding people of where a lot of things started, you know, and you have started something that no one can ever take away. This Tag Up. Like, talk about Tag Up.
Tag Up. Facts. You know, we have many, you know, I always say the Bronx native, and what we do is a multi-layered ecosystem, right? That all works for itself. It works together. We have a nonprofit. We have things involving, you name it, right? But Tag Up is very, very special.
The creative.
You already know.
For the creative.
Yes. It's a partnership with DJ Wawa, my
shout
boy.
Out to DJ Wawa.
Shout out DJ Wawa, my geyser. And we created this platform, you know, to make sure that people leave their mark. You know, we created this platform for people to express themselves, to talk about their individuality, right? To break bread together, to grow together, and to ultimately win together. You know,
and let me tell you with the winning, right? Because I've seen many interviews with you in them. Always, so it's great interviews, great. But I feel like this one's better. I know it's better. It's the best one. I'm going to tell you why.
The best
from
interview of 22.
Not only that, but because I've actually been to the events.
Yeah. Facts.
So I can tell you the energy in these events is love. It's light. It's fun. It's acceptance. Like, it is something so organic.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Like, it's something of times that you wouldn't think they really exist right now, especially with everything New York and the world has gone through.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I love how you just explained that. And that's a fact, you know, for us, is creating that environment, creating that experience that feels like something, you know. We're not here to just sell a shirt, you know, to just, hey, we have a service, we have this. We here to make you feel.
For the collective.
You know? For the collective, for the people, you know. And that's what makes it that much more impactful, you know. For me, it's about social impact. It's about equity. It's about ownership. It's about, you know, going into these spaces and really making it about the people, for the people, by the people.
I was going to just say that's in my notes right here. I got you first. People, by the people.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. And thank you for that.
And your foundation changed the narrative. Is it change the narrative today or change the narrative?
Yeah. So ultimately it's change the narrative today. You know what I mean? Because there's a call to action. We want people to do it right now, right? And change the narrative is an initiative, is a foundation that really speaks about what we're doing in the long term, right? And it's about planting the seeds in our youth and our kids. It's about empowerment. It's about inspiration. It's about giving the resources and giving the people what the people need. You know what I mean? And changing the narrative through all of that, you know? And when I say change the narrative, I'm talking about taking ownership of our narrative,
accountability.
Right? Accountability. I'm talking about growth. I'm talking about, let's be founders. Let's create our own businesses, our own podcasts, our own platforms that allows to really own and really have equity.
And tell the story. And the story, you know, we all have a walk of life.
Yes.
Yeah. Everyone is trying to, I believe, everyone's trying to get to the same place. Somebody said, this rapper, I don't know your name, I apologize, but I went to this Rockefeller Live thing or whatever, right?
Okay.
Or Rock Nation, excuse me.
Let's
I'm old. Am I old for that? Rock Nation, okay, that's on my age. And so Rock Nation, and the brother said, there's two types of people, and each one of them are looking to meet in the same place. One is the creative. That's the person that is looking to meet security. Then you have the other person that they are already living in security, 9 to 5, they got the insurance like this, but they're looking to meet the creative. But at the same time, they're both looking as a whole to live off of their truth, which is very difficult to do in this society, especially where they don't give us enough platforms, especially in the Bronx and other kinds of neighborhoods that are like the Bronx. You got Harlem, you got Brooklyn. They don't really have outlets like you guys, we have now, thank you to the Bronx native.
I think people are too busy
trying to survive and not enough time living. You know what I mean? And this is why this is a constant, and it's part of our
Vicious
integrity and our mission. It's about breaking those vicious cycles, cycles of poverty, cycles of
the
just,
mind too,
we're trying to, we believe in wealth. You know what I mean? We believe in wealth distribution. That's why we into the crypto, shout out BX Crypto.
Shout out
Choco Bar. You already know. Yeah. Shout out all the peeps making it happen. And we tell everybody, do what you love, do what you are passionate about, especially now more than ever. The pandemic has shown us that life is short. You know what I mean? Life is unpredictable.
You gotta live it up.
You know what I mean? You gotta live it up, man. Do it up.
What makes you feel
and do
good.
it today. Change that narrative.
Change the narrative.
And that's what we try to do through all of our platforms, all of our, Bronx Native, Tag Up, Change the Narrative, and all the projects that we have going on. We want people to really open up. Right? Get outside of the box and make it happen. Do what they love. That person you wanted to call, that collaboration you wanted to do it.
Preach!
And sprinkle that vibe in there. You know what I mean?
We need that.
Yeah.
So I got a question. So
yes.
Your parents, were they supportive?
Yes. You know what I mean? My parents, I come from, I'm a first generation Dominican. So my parents came from the Dominican Republic. Shout out all my Dominicans out there. Que lo guardo, lo mío personal, ya tú sabes, my guy. So shout out all my Spanish, all my Latinos.
Yes, everyone.
Puerto Ricans, Central Americans, everybody, the world, right? So I always tell my mom, one of the best things you could have ever done is come to the Boogie Down Bronx and have me. You know what I mean? Here.
Yes. Thank you, Mom.
In the BX, yeah.
What is your mom's name?
Her name is Rosa. You already know.
Rosa,
she's a beautiful rose. Gracias por todo.
You did great. Look at that.
Thank you. She's incredible,
really
and my dad as well.
They must be so proud.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I always say this joke, everyone, because people ask me that. I'm like, as much as an old school Hispanic parent is going to understand you know what I mean? Because they're from a different era. They're from a different time.
Right.
They see what's happening, to a certain extent. They're like, oh, this is fire. But I think we've shown her, me and my sister, because also my sister's the co-founder of Bronx Native. She's a fashion designer, so she's in the art field. You already know she's at Parsons doing her thing. And we've shown, we're breaking those chains.
Barriers. You're breaking the barriers. You're breaking the stigma, the dogma. You are also, you're bringing into the Bronx for the youth and for the masculine energy, which I really love that a lot. Yeah. Because I know our girls always so important, but our boys, they need more masculine energy representation and
healthy masculine energy.
Yes, healthy. Everything healthy, wealthy. Health is wealth, baby.
Facts.
Okay, so but you're bringing that too because I feel like with the open mics, you're allowing men to really express themselves and open themselves, be vulnerable.
Yeah, and that's.
Yo, the hottest incredible. Thing you can see.
You know what I mean? No, it's a vibe. It's a vibe. You know what I mean?
Respectfully to everyone.
That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to open up. We have to dig deeper. You know what I mean? For far too long, we've been doing the same thing over and over again. Life tells us, do this. This is what you're gonna do. No. I want to do more. I want to do everything. I want all the smoke, and I want my people to understand that.
And that's so okay. You're bringing healthy masculinity energy.
Yeah.
You're also bringing good energy for the feminines because like I say, it's for all people. That's why I love going to these events. Like
shout out Women History Month, by the way. You already march.
Thank you. Yes, all the time, every day though, for all of us.
Yeah, no, major facts.
Every day for all of us, we do a lot.
Facts.
And all right, wait. I got questions. Hold on. I got questions.
Shout out to the women out there. Thank you, Mom.
Give us the shout outs. We want it. We take it. We receive it, universe. Thank you.
Let's get it.
Okay. Oh, okay. Got you here. I got a little timeline. It doesn't go way back. There's a lot to cover. Like, let me tell you, you guys are tuning in right now, and we are so thankful to share this vibe with you. I'm so grateful to bring this guy up here, the Bronx native. And the reason why, this guy was also, this gentleman was recognized by the Bronx Chambers of Commerce.
Yeah.
Also recognized by the Bronx Borough President Vanessa Gibson and Deputy Borough President Janet Peguero.
Yes.
And Master of Ceremony in February for Dominican Heritage Month.
Thank you.
That was this gentleman.
Yeah.
Yes. Amaurys. Yes.
Thank you.
Wait, hold on. No, wait. Recently was mentioned by 1010 Wins. Hold up. By
10
Rob Walsh.
Wins.
Giving his stamp of
Rob Walsh.
approval. I'm pretty sure he's not from the Bronx or like the whole
He's
flow.
not, but he's the
But
guy.
he knows
He's
the
guy.
vibes. He knew exactly. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
He said it.
You heard it, right?
Yes,
It was
I heard
awesome.
it. It was
awesome.
amazing. He bigged them up. He bigged up the Bronx.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
said, you getting your flowers,
Yeah,
which you
yeah,
deserve.
yeah.
Do you feel that now in between 2021 coming in, it's like where you're being now recognized for what you've been doing?
Yes. This is, I always say this. We have, time is everything. You know what I mean? And we, and I want to say, yes, thank you so much for mentioning those things. It's amazing.
There's more. Hold on. Don't get it twisted.
No, it's amazing to work very hard, and to get acknowledged and to be rewarded for those things. So shout out to everyone and everything. You already know. But facts, right? We're about to have 5 years, right, that we had a shop. And that's big because a lot of small businesses don't make it to 5 years. That's a big milestone. And to celebrate, every October 2nd on our 5th year is going to be Bronx Native Day.
Hold on, I didn't get there. Wait, it was given to by the prior Bronx president. I did my homework. I'll get in my props, okay?
Yeah.
When you do the work, you receive all the blessings. Okay?
Amen.
Yes.
But a beautiful thing, and
Ruben Diaz Jr. presented that to you. Mayor de Blasio sent you a letter.
Yeah. You already know. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to high social impact, social change in our community. Show people that we can do it. You can do it. We're doing it. I'm an example. I'm a change maker. I'm being the change that I want to see in my community.
Be the change you seek.
You already,
I always say that.
And when you put that good energy out there and that workful and that just charisma, you'll receive that tenfold. And I'm a testament to that, So hashtag bless. You already know the vibes. Thank you. And we still, this is only the beginning, by the way. You already know.
This is only the beginning.
Yeah.
It always takes time. People like to say, what is it? You see the overnight success, but you don't see the tears, the stress.
Yeah.
The going back and forth with yourself and perhaps with others because you got to let other people go. Have you had to leave other people in the dust? Because
a lot of people, you know what I mean? The entrepreneurial journey is not an easy one,
it's
right?
It's like a solo one almost.
It is a solo. It's a very lonely one. It's lonely. You got to be focused. You got to be motivated, right? You got to have a lot of sacrifice. You got to be ready to cut somebody at any instant, right?
DJ Khaled says something like that in his book, which I love, The Keys. He's like, it's like literally, it sounds corny and y'all heard the meme, but his circle's a dot,
No, but that's a fact. And I can relate to that because I've been in this journey for a couple years now, right? I'm not the biggest entrepreneur.
But you're well-seasoned.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm getting there, I'm getting there. And you have to be able to go through these moments, right? You got to be a problem solver. You have to maneuver. You got to know how to pivot, how to adapt, and it's a tough one. I think it's one of the most fulfilling careers out there, but it's also one of the most difficult ones because it's not a 9 to 5. It's not it's a 24/7, right? It's a every single month. It's every holiday. It's every year, every month, every second. And you got to breathe that, right? You cut from a different cloth when you're an entrepreneur, and to get back to your question, have I cut somebody? Have I left somebody in the desk? Multiple times, and I know it ain't gonna, and more to come because I already know some of the journey. I know how to maneuver. I know how people move. I know that it's not for everybody,
100%.
And you those things change you. Those things that make you
more refined.
More refined. And I'm an animal. I'm an animal now. You know what? I'm a beast. You know what I mean? And I'm coming for everybody and everything. And I want everybody to come
yours,
with us.
everything that's mine, I'm gonna come for 100%. I didn't get to start off. I had an affirmation for us, but we'll finish that up at that.
We just vibing. We just tapping it up.
Okay, so Yes, you got to cut people off.
Let's get
100%.
it. Yeah.
People,
And,
people are
you know,
scared of that.
respectfully, of course, respectfully. You already know.
And sometimes it is what it is. It's not a disrespect. It's not a whatever. It's see ya. You know what I mean? You
Facts.
weren't ready. When you ready, you ain't got to get ready because you ready. And that is.
There's a lot of people that are not ready, man, and that's fine.
I want to admit,
That's
I
fine.
may be that person too a little bit.
No, you're ready.
know,
You're ready.
Oh
You're
my
ready.
God.
Let's
It's
get
a
it.
lot. I'm telling you right now.
Let's manifest it right now.
Well, no, it is manifested.
Readiness.
Oh, talk about this. You did this cool stuff with Bronx Brewery.
Yes, yes.
Brewery.
Yeah, brewery.
Yes.
That's our guys
And the
that's
Bronx
over there.
Riders.
Yes, BX Riders and Bronx Brewery. So so this is the second year we come out with a beer, right? And for us, it's not anytime we do a project or something, it's not about just putting it out. You know,
Right.
It's about how do we create an experience around it? How do we engage with the community in ways
Substance.
that substance and tell a story, right? So what we did first year, it was called 2020 Year Gone Hazy, right? And it was like like your bye letters to 2020 because it was an incredible of a roller coaster of a year. You already know. So we actually were able to get everybody's submissions and put them on the beer can, right? And we did that.
Of their manifestation.
So this year, 2021, we did.
that was goodbye. This year
was manifest and apply pressure, right? Because
I like
that's what
that.
we got to do. We got to manifest our goals and dreams and everything we want for ourselves, and then we have to apply.
And the pressure is showing up that you were mentioning earlier.
80% of it is showing up, and that's a fact, 80%. So just know that. And then the rest is that blood, sweat, and tears. It's those lonely nights when your friends is vibing, partying, with da-da-da-da-da, and you right there crunching times where you're sweating, you're going through it. But just know that it's those moments that really make or break you. No pressure, no diamond. Let's make it happen out here,
Let's make it diamond.
Yeah, we diamonds. Shine bright.
Like a diamond, be solid like gold too. That's gone up, baby. That's gone up.
The price just went up. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Let's get it.
Damn.
So it's a lot of energy right now. I'm about to go out the fucking window to go work.
All right. You also crypto. Talk about it.
Yes, indeed.
I want to get the heavy hitters in the beginning because y'all got to get it in the beginning of the segment. NFTs, crypto talk. Bronx Crypto. He's coming up with his boy Drew. It's Julio and Drew.
Julio and Drew. Yeah,
yes, cool guys.
Yeah. So what we're doing right now is we are creating a hub in the South Bronx, right? A hub for entrepreneurship, creativity, right? Inclusive spaces for our people. And now we are integrating tech in there, technology. We putting crypto in there. We're putting NFTs, I said this before, and I'm gonna say it again. We are about equity, about ownership. Our people have struggled way too long, and this is why we're heavy on financial literacy, right? And all of these things, because we need these things, right? Others, they have the resources, they have the say, they have the peeps. What do we have, right? When I was growing up, no one taught me how to do taxes, how to put a check together, how to do this and that. And I was like, why aren't our people being taught these things? Credit cards, bro. It's a whole video game. I'm over here. I was psyched the other day. My whole credit card went 100 points down, right? And I'm like, what is going on here?
It's a video game. It's a manipulation.
It's a video game, right? But if you are giving the resources, if you're giving a story, if you're like
the literacy, the understanding,
if you're giving financial literacy and you understand what's happening, you know what I mean? Yeah, and this is why we are creating this hub in the South Bronx. We're creating this hub for elevation, for financial literacy. We have a component of education, right? We want to teach the kids about cryptocurrency, about NFTs. We want to make sure
generational wealth.
Generational wealth. We want to make sure that the artists own their property and their art, and they're making money. We believe in wealth. We believe in us. You know what I mean? And that's what we're doing. And it's a collab with Bronx Crypto, Choco Bar, couple other parties.
I can't wait to meet all of you gentlemen.
Yeah.
We're going to get this money in my wallet.
We going up. We got to secure the bag.
We are.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Hold on. Viceland.
Yes. My peeps at Viceland.
Yes, shout out to Viceland. But they They really believed in you.
Yeah, definitely. So in 2018, we were able to be on a Viceland show called Hustle, and it was with this gentleman called John Henry, incredible Dominican.
Shout out to you, John.
He's doing his thing right now in Texas.
Is he the gentleman that speaks? He's the one that speaks?
He's a speaker. He's an entrepreneur. He's doing his thing. So he had this show where he was helping entrepreneurs and was showcasing the actual journey, you know, because a lot of people see the things on Instagram. They see he got to be lit, but
nah, he really lit. If y'all really take the time out, I'm telling you, I got so many things here, but it's because he really, and not only that, like I was telling him behind the scenes, he documented a lot of his beginnings. So it's,
and I'm still documenting. We have a show.
Forever.
We have a series coming out, right? It's called Cut the Middleman. During the pandemic, we set out to start a couple of different ventures. One was our print shop, and another which was Tag Up. And we filmed the whole thing. We're going to be releasing it soon this year. It's going to be an inside look on the struggle.
You got the exclusive here on Stoic Talks with JazzO. You already know.
You're already. And it's going to be a vibe. We're going to touch on a lot of entrepreneurial topics like operations, the
really
art of the
important.
pivot,
Like,
all of these
it's
things.
Very important.
Yeah.
It's very important because most people, and I was one of those people, I just left my job after 17 years.
Congrats.
And full entrepreneur.
You're ready.
And, and finessing.
Yeah.
You feel me? And finesse.
That's the
first
first
you gotta be
step.
smart. Like, you guys gotta, come on, utilize all your resources. And that's a big representation of the Bronx native. You utilize all the resources. You said I saw on another interview that you started in your apartment.
Yeah, we did Longwood. You already know, Section 8 apartment. And
ain't nothing wrong with any of that either.
You can't let those things limit you. You know what I mean? You got to do it no matter what, anywhere. And that's what the Bronx is about, right? We make everything out of nothing, right? Our people were struggling. Our buildings were in flames, right? The ashes. And from the ashes, we created hip hop, salsa, doo-wop. We remixed the world and we showed people our voice.
Yes.
Right? Through many, it's not only John.
And that only the Most High could give you these type of gifts. That's why you got to know that, it's cosmic. It's more than just this physical, this material that you see. And that's what we talk about a lot here too. I talk about the part of connecting spirituality with this physical vessel that we have. Because you must have already known you got a higher calling.
Yes. No, I have the highest calling and I'm here for it.
I'm here for it. I do too.
You're ready.
Thank you. We receive it, universe, because she don't know jokes or anything like that. So we receive it, and you're absolutely right. So you did know. So were you always confident in speaking?
No, I wasn't. Right. And this is something that I want to tell everybody out there. Right.
Tell them.
I was a shy kid. I was an introvert. I really struggled with that. Right. But I knew I had a higher calling, right? I said, I want to do great things. I want to inspire others. I want to fucking be a beast, and be a boss and do boss
all those
shit,
things,
what I mean? And I knew that in order for me to get to where I needed to get, I needed to break those barriers. I needed to feel uncomfortable. And that's what I tell everybody. You got to feel uncomfortable. You got to feel comfortable in your uncomfortability. You know what I mean?
And then you get to comfortable.
You know what I mean? No, not even me. The other day I was like, bro, I'm too comfortable. Like, I got to do something, bro. I got to move around. You got to challenge yourself, because when you go through those moments, when you go through, a pandemic, when you go through, those are the moments that really cultivate and make you who you're going to be. You need to go through the struggle.
That's the good part of the story. The good part of the story is not the being comfortable. It's the being
you gotta be uncomfortable. I want to be uncomfortable all the time, right? Because I know that because I'm putting myself through this, Yeah, man. No pressure, no diamond. If you don't put yourself through that pressure, you ain't gonna shine, So that's exactly what I did. I said, look, I need to be here. I'm here right now, and I'm not gonna let nothing limit myself, where I come from, how I am, how I started, whatever, my influence around me. Cut everyone off. You already know. Went into spaces to learn, right? I want to be an entrepreneur. Let me go to workshops. Let me make a 5-year plan. Let me get into places that I need to be. I said, I'm gonna go to every single event in the Bronx right now.
Okay, talk about that part. Okay, he's gone to every single event. Not only that, now you are the person they invite to every single event.
Yes. And that's the beauty of it. You know what I mean? When you are putting in the work, and you're putting in that groundwork, it's gonna come to you. And I tell everyone, I'm never gonna fail, because even if I am technically going through something, I take those L's and make them into W's. You know, they're my lessons. You know what I mean?
Wins.
And I want to go through those moments, because I know in the end of the day, there's a light in the end of the tunnel, and I'm gonna go in that light. You know what I mean? I'm gonna fucking dive in there. And it just takes a little bit of
fucking light to shed.
Yeah. And I'm gonna work day and night, and that's what I tell everybody. If you really are serious about your craft, about your business, are you really motivated about it? You're gonna make it no matter what, because you ain't gonna sleep until you make it. You know what I mean? That's why I tell everyone, you gotta be from a different cloth. You gotta think differently, right? You gotta have this perspective that it's like, there's bigger things out there, right? You have
to put yourself forth.
You gotta put yourself in there, in the fire.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
We could talk about lighting candles and praying and all of this.
Become the candle.
Be the fire.
Be the fucking fire. And that's a vibe
and
right
go light everything up,
Light
bitch.
it up, man. Light it up, man. The world's already in flames. Let's get it. Let's keep it going.
Yeah, and make sure you're the one that's on fire
in a good way.
Of course, everything.
The Bronx is burning with creativity, entrepreneurship, ambitiousness,
the best
love.
Artists come from the Bronx.
She already, man. The best artists come from communities like ours. And I'm going to say this right now, bro. Communities that have been through the struggle, communities that have not been given the resources, the communities that take something and make everything out of it. You know what I mean? Because when you're given everything, what are you going to make? Because you already got everything. When you give in something and you have to, that's when you know you a survivor, bro. You from the Bronx, only the strong survive. You make it work. You fucking, you
a magician.
Good.
You're an alchemist. My favorite word. You are an alchemist. Yes, you're right. People that come through the, I don't want to say the trenches, but you know what? It is the struggle. There's a lot going on, in the city. There's a lot going on in a lot of different communities. And you also give back. You do Bronx giving.
Yes.
So I love that. He gives back on Thanksgiving. He does a Bronx giving, even better. I like that.
Yes.
And you get with local other local activists and restaurants, and they give
business
back.
owners. Yeah. So for us, Bronx Native has always been a community-based brand, right? So we started with merchandise because I didn't find any shirt, any hat that said the Bronx that really had the culture, the history in there. And we tackled that issue. We found the problem and we found the solution. But ultimately, the goal of Bronx Native was to tackle issues that we go in a day-to-day basis here in the Bronx, right? Number one, we're the unhealthiest county, right? We're the number 62, right? Highest asthma rates, right? We have food deserts, right? Our financial literacy, our kids, our infrastructure, they literally build highways so people won't come to the Bronx, and all of these systematic issues that really, are a limitation to our people, and in many fields, right? We're trying to break those curses, those generational things, those systematic things.
And it takes one person at a, I want to say you want a group of people, but it takes one first. Yeah. That first person is the light, is the fire. And then next thing you know, you are lighting someone else. Yeah. And that's what you are doing with the Bronx Native and the other projects and ventures that you have and all the collabs that you do. You are bringing the light into the Bronx. You're bringing it into New York City, because you don't just have the Bronx. Indeed. Like I said, you got a lot of people from all over recognizing you.
No, a vibe. And that's a fact, you
even got Californians.
Everybody, and this is what I tell everybody, because when I started, I was like, oh, dude, the Bronx, only the Bronx. Other people were referring to the Bronx, so they weren't. But I tell everyone it is more than the Bronx, right? And it's about our story, right? It's about our people, right? Immigrants, black and brown, right? People that come to this country, people that work hard, diversity. Blood, sweat, and tears, right? About disenfranchised communities that have not been given the voice to really express themselves, to really be themselves. Is about really something that we're going through right now. You know what I mean?
So, and even not to cut you off, but the culture vultures, then they come, they visit, they live here for a little while. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I'm for gentrification, in the community. Yeah,
no, not me.
You're not?
I mean, let me just refine, because the thing is that word comes with a lot of stuff.
Okay,
right?
okay, so
we are not against change,
right?
And about
perhaps that's what I mean.
A better environment
such a
for
bad
our
stigma.
people.
Yes,
but we are against displacement.
displacement.
And we
Yes.
are against,
I agree with you.
whitewashing and taking the culture. And that's why Bronx Native is here. That's one of our missions, to preserve the culture, to make sure that our people are heard,
Right.
to make sure that we have a seat at the table, make sure that we are the table, that we're making, that we're here, you know what I mean? And we're not going to let that happen,
And, no, and when I agree with you. So if the word gentrification is something that, but we don't want it whitewashed. We do want it to be community still enriched, the community being lifted up and to, brought to the standard that it deserves, because our children deserve to have the opportunities to be creative and not worry about whatever they have to worry about, whether it be lacking, because a lot of the time people don't get to working is because there's lack, whether it be emotionally, mentally, spiritually. There's some type of lack in there. And it has to do with the resources that people have, with the exposure people get. So if you're going to come into the community and you're going to make sure that the people that have been there are profiting, or because it's not about money, so I don't want to make it seem like the profit is this cash flow.
They're being
benefiting
heard,
and
being
heard.
represented,
Yes.
and it comes back to that word representation, right? You can't come to a community where it's our home. We've spent blood, sweat, and tears. This is our home.
And raise our whole fucking rent, bro.
They got the resources, they
already
got
bad.
the money, they got all these things,
Right.
and they come in, we
knocking our
take a stand.
bodegas out,
take a
our
stand on
delis
that.
out.
That's not a vibe. And
people that have been there for generations and generations with their businesses.
Facts. We're not letting that happen. And you know what I mean? I mean, we gotta do it up. And just like I said, a seat at the table.
Seat at the table is very important. Representation is important. And with that, I also want to mention, hold on, sir.
Take your time.
Yes. Sip your water. Don't worry. We can edit things.
Facts.
It's all goody here. It's all good.
Of course.
Hold up. PBS. So you also PBS, you've been working with PBS. I see it says Emmy Award winning travel host of Bare Feet.
Yes.
Showcased Bronx talents and creatives. You were a part of that. You have Fat Joe pass by, Bronx native.
You're ready.
Somebody told me once you get Fat Joe to stamp it, it is
the official stamp of Bronx approval.
A Bronx approve, exactly. The approval. I also saw you were featured in a project called Own. What is it called? Own the Crown for New York Liberty.
Yes.
So that was the marathon?
Yeah, no. So that was the New York Liberty Women's WNBA team.
Yes, excuse
the
me.
Barclays Center.
You had a nice, big,
we were the jumbo.
the jumbo screen. Shout outs.
We were part of that campaign, which was beautiful. Yeah.
You also did a Bryant Park pop-up shop.
Yes, we had a shout out
I think
New York
that's
Nico.
so cool.
Yeah. So we were able to be over there for like 2 weeks, and really awesome. We did like a bodega, like a Bronx native bodega, and it's awesome to be in environments like that, showcasing what we do and people appreciating and vibing.
And being there where there's like so many different people walking by. You never know who you're gonna see.
I loved it.
That's so dope. Did you started out doing pop-ups?
Yes. We were doing pop-ups.
I do a lot of pop-ups. I
Every
love
day.
pop-ups.
You know what I mean? When we first started, and this is what I was saying, we decided to do a couple things. Number one, when we first started Bronx Native,
I want to hear.
Go to every single Bronx cultural event that there was. We literally was like, what events is happening? Oh, this happening today? We're going over there. We're going over there. We're going to connect. We're going to meet. We're going to give out business cards. Number two, we're going to meet with every artist, creative, everybody that is like, is somebody we're going to meet. Hey, you want to have coffee? Let's talk. Let's have a conversation. You know what I mean? Let's grow. Let's teach each other. Let's.
So the coffee vibes that really works and stuff like that.
Coffee?
Yeah, inviting people to coffee
Of
and tea and lunch.
course. I mean, coffee is
food.
like, for me, top 5 things in the world. Coffee is in there. You know what I mean? So and having coffee with somebody at least once a day, I do that. But no. And then the third thing was every opportunity that came our way that was on brand, we were gonna say yes to. No matter what. If we were scared, if we never did it before, if we were like, oh shit, this is crazy. Yes. Why
be and I talk about that like limitless, being infinite in thought.
Yeah.
Be infinite in thought, because why are you going to limit yourself when you already have a society limiting you?
Yeah. Wow. That's deep right there. That's a major facts.
You should be the one you know what? Say, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go do this. Yes.
Yeah.
You know, not only that, if you can think it, then you must be able to do it.
That's a book right there. If you could think it, if you could grow it.
Thinketh.
Think it and grow rich.
Okay, there's one of them, and then it's like thinketh and man doeth, or something like
we
that.
working, we read.
Yeah, okay, we read.
You know what I mean?
Top 3 books.
Top 3 books. Holy
Let's
crap!
go.
I was lying. I don't read. But number 1, the Bible.
Audiobooks. The Bible.
Number 1, I gotta be the Bible.
You said that for real?
I does.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, why you go? I'm dead ass.
Okay,
yeah,
I respect.
The Bible, you already know.
They got good stories and things.
Number 2,
life lessons.
I'm making my own book. So my second favorite book is my book.
I heard
right, so
you. Heard
stay
you.
tuned.
You're
working.
Yeah, that's
just
gonna
know.
be. You gotta come back with that book.
No, facts. No, it's gonna be incredible. It's gonna really.
Oh my! I know this is gonna. This is gonna be like one of those events.
Yeah, no.
That if you ain't there, you were.
If you ain't there, you ain't nowhere.
Yeah, you ain't nowhere.
And number 3, I really like this book called Rich Dad Poor Dad, which I read early on. And actually, let me put a couple of books in there. Also, Siddhartha, which was the founder of Buddhism. That was an amazing book for me. Catcher in the Rye, of course. You know, Animal Farm, 1984. Bodega Dreams. the BX anthology that we created, that we put together, which was a collection of about 70 plus books. Yeah, and just stay tuned. We got a lot of cool, like in that realm, we got a lot of cool things happening. But I want to go back to the one thing that you said, which was about the mindset thing, right? It is something that I've always said all the time. It starts with a mindset. It starts with a perspective, right? And once you unlock the possibilities are endless. You know what I mean? That you can do everything. You can be everything, right? It could be the craziest, but we've seen crazier things. You know what I mean? And I think that's the first step, and that's something that I always talk to Bronx. We have a lot of times in communities like ours, we put ourselves in a box. You know, when I was growing up,
they put us in a box.
They put us in a box. We grow up, we are in a box, right? And I'm like, oh, you can't do this. Like, oh, this is reserved for these type of people. Right. You can't do that. You can't, like, nah, that's not a vibe for you. And then, it kind of sucks because you're like, but I want to be there. I want to do those things. Why not? And it takes you just making that decision. I remember when I was 19 years old, right? When that moment came to me, and I was in a place in my life where, I'm growing up. I just hit college. I'm doing this and that. And I'm like, what am I really doing? Right? Where am I going? What am I doing?
Usually people wait till like after they party.
Yeah. No, fuck that. I'm partying, right? I'm partying and making it happen, Yes. And I remember that moment where I said, I'm stopping all this nonsense, right? I'm really gonna apply myself, and I'm gonna be the best person I can be in all realms, in all levels.
Do you remember that day? Do you remember?
I remember the sun was out. I was smiling. It was a great day.
This guy's always smiling. Which is beautiful. That's a beautiful
positivity,
thing.
And that's another one of my advices to people. A lot of people, pessimistic or they're realist. Especially in the entrepreneur world, a lot of like, really mean people, or assholes,
Oh, there's a lot of
positivity.
A lot of people are not what you see here. You see us, you legit getting a very good representation
facts
of us. I could say that, but I know what you mean, because you meet people in person and it's like totally fucking off.
Like, I don't want to talk to you if you complaining, bro. If you fucking or this and that, or bad energy,
you're too into yourself,
or you too cocky, just talking about yourself. Don't talk to me, bro. I'm not with that, bro. I'm about the collective consciousness.
Yes.
I'm about energy, fucking going in and out. Like, all right, let's talk about this. And you can feel that when you're having conversations.
Yes.
When you're looking at somebody
Honest
in the
truth.
eyes.
Yes,
you can feel those type of things, and that's what I'm here for.
It's a kinship of sorts, and that's why I love the work that you do, because so I manifested the tag up in Bronx Native for myself, for my life. I manifested it because I am a poet. I've been writing poetry since a little girl. Oh my goodness, forever, right? I like to do music. I'm a sound healer, so I bring my ding dong bing bongs, right, and all of that. We gotta get the vibe because it's healing frequencies. Sound is healing. Just like language is healing. When you speak positive words, affirmations, mantras. Because it's what you're putting out into the frequency. You're putting the vibration out. So if you want to vibe in a happy in a joyous mood, you have to make that already that notion, that decision in your mind that is what you are going to give out. And like you said, once you start giving out, you're going to receive it because it's just inevitable.
Yeah. No, I agree with that 100%. You know what I mean? I'm somebody who wakes up and sometimes life happens to you, and it's not easy. It's not easy. You know what I mean?
Let's look at ourselves here. Life
happens. I thought we were going to start singing. My bad. But no, facts. Life happens, right? But
life is going to happen. This paradigm was meant for pain, baby.
It's about what do you do after those
and moments? How you are stoic.
Yeah.
Stoicism.
Stoic talks.
The stoicism. Stoicism
the jingle comes out stoic.
To let you know,
Talk to me about that. Yeah,
stoicism, it is a philosophy. And it started in Athens, in Greece.
I love Athens. My favorite philosopher, Socrates.
You see? Okay.
I love philosophy, yeah.
So Stoicism started there. And with that, it's about going through this life, through all the different adversities, through all the different pains. And then from there, you continue to stay focused on your purpose and what you're here to do. You're not going to allow the emotions or your mind to tell you any lies. You're not going to let the emotions control how you act, how you react, so that you can receive the outcomes that you would like. And that's what Stoicism is.
Let's get it. I love it.
Go ahead, girl. Talk to us.
There's so many things. I pee.
Don't worry. These are going to be fun clips. No, it's not. It's not. I'm just silly Willy all the time. Silly Willy nilly bitty. Yo, I was going to bring you guys, it's called Scotty's. I'm going to bring it to you when I see you. But it's a Jamaican spot. You already know Jamaicans. Shout out to them. Love them.
Facts.
My Jamaicans. And they make herbal tonics. But they're like for your sex drive.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Awesome.
Yeah, let's talk about this. We're going to get this. Let's talk about
Okay.
So today's drink of the... Hold on. Let me clap it in. So I'll do my edits. It's an herbal shop where they sell... I'm gonna get you the address. It's in the Bronx.
I know a couple of spots.
It's called Scotty's.
Scotty's?
And all right, so clap it. All right, drink of the day, y'all. Let me just let you know. So we have some. On the bottom, it tells you actually what your vibe is. This is actually tea. It has CBD infusion and. Is that okay to say in your platform?
Yeah.
Okay. CBD infusion. We got to make sure everything's respectfully, people.
Yeah, facts.
Okay? We're professionals here.
Yeah.
And our parents are, mine's Dominican and Puerto Rican. Yours are Dominican.
Mm-hmm.
For them, anything, hookah and all that is drugs, okay? So we just want to let CBD.
Facts.
This just relax you. This doesn't have any THC in it. And mine says boost and revive because I always do a juice of the day.
Beautiful.
So today we got tea of the day. And this tea is, I like it.
It's good.
What does yours say on the bottom?
Mine says strength.
Because this brother got strength.
And I need more of it.
Yeah, you probably do with all the things that you do.
Yeah, no, I don't sleep.
You don't sleep, but you need to sleep. We gotta do a sound
I sleep
healing
when I'm
session.
dead. Let's do it. I want to do it.
Oh, we should definitely do I've been wanting. I got other plans, but I want to
do a healing event at Tag Up.
I know.
That's important right there.
I know. I just thought I'm shy.
You could do it.
I'm gonna talk to you guys.
Yeah.
Let's get that popping.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, so what does your morning rituals look like?
Morning ritual.
You say you don't sleep? But I know you drink coffee.
I do drink coffee. No. Of course I sleep.
Which is very acidic, but I'm not going to get into that. And I love coffee and all that.
For me,
but,
top five. Top five for me. You know what I mean?
Bustelo?
Of course, Bustelo.
I love Bustelo
There's a couple of amazing coffee shops in the neighborhood, and I just want to shout out my boy Hector.
I'm going to come and see you when I'm drinking coffee.
The Thinkubator. We got Chocobar Cortez, Carlos, and we got 787 Coffee Co. They just opened up in the neighborhood. Coffee is
Shout out to Coffee Co. And everyone.
Shout out. But morning routine.
Walk us through your morning ritual,
right.
the ritual, the part,
So
the winner's ritual.
This
Bronx
is
native.
everybody has their own journey, but this one's mine, right? In the morning.
And I'm talking about no rush.
Yeah. No.
You waking up.
I wake up 6 a.m. in the morning. You already know the vibes, right?
Don't talk to me. Don't look at me.
No, you could talk to me. You could look at me.
Don't talk to me too much.
But don't talk to me too much.
It's still early. I'm still getting in there.
No. Fact. So the first beginning of my day, I'm just like making sure all my shit is set, right? My social media, my emails,
Wow.
or like I already have my whole week planned, by the way. You know what I mean?
He had to fit me in.
Yeah. No.
Busy.
You're like, oh, this day. No. But I got to. You know what I mean? If you don't set deadlines and you don't set your schedule, I don't even know how you're doing things.
Keys.
You know what I mean?
Keys for you guys.
So I have my whole day scheduled, to be honest. I wake up, I'm usually at the door by like 8, 9 a.m. I actually am super fortunate to live around my businesses. So I live around Tag Up, right around the corner. So I usually go there and start just like doing things that I have to do, doing phone calls, from all the way into 12. Right at 12, I usually go to the shop.
Excuse me. Mm-hmm.
And I'm there in the shop. The good thing about, and this is one of the benefits of being an entrepreneur, is that your days are always different. You know what I mean? My day, I could be fucking in LA one day. The other day, I'm in the Bronx, having coffee.
I received it for you, bro.
So all of my days, but I usually have a structure that I wake up at 6 a.m. I work until 12. At 12, I kind of eat lunch. You already know I gotta feed the system real quick. The robot.
What we getting for lunch on a good day? What we getting for lunch?
You already know. You gotta get tres golpes. You already know the vibes. I'm gonna give the essentials. The tres golpes. Boom. Right. A vibe always.
Whoever doesn't know what that is, that's the mango, that's the salami, that's the egg, and
queso frito.
Queso frito and red onions. I don't know who picky, but y'all need your onions.
Yeah.
They good
the
for you.
other essentials you already know: deli sandwich, vibe, honey turkey, American cheese. Other essential chopped cheese. You already, but that's for maybe for later. When
chopped cheese
when you're coming out of an event, right? But no. Nonetheless, I mean, it's always different. And
so you
then,
do lunch.
Yeah, I do a little lunch. And then I get back to work.
We get back to it. Next thing you know, you're in a meeting. You're somewhere else. You're here in Stoic Talks. You're at another part. You're doing that.
Usually in the nights, there's always an event. So I'm always at an event, like 7 and up. It either is our event or somebody else's event. And it's just like that consistency. You know what I mean? Just keeping the ball rolling. And I'm always try to make sure that everything. I'm a person that really values the little details, right?
Tell us.
Because in a day-to-day we make about 100 micro decisions, right? Not like 200, like 100 to 200.
I'm about to feel bad.
No. Like, am I gonna smile at this person? Am I gonna say hi? Little stuff like that. Like, or should I walk this way? Should I, stuff like that. And those 200 micro decisions add up. You know what I mean? And I always tell everybody, it's the little things, is in the small details.
It really is.
Those things add up. You know what I mean? One person told me once, they were like, you see a hurricane, right? Hurricane, earthquake. People was always in the news. Oh shit, hurricane just hit. This damage, this and damage. But what makes more damage a year than all the hurricanes all put together, or the thing? Literally, like damage in like the word.
I'm like littering, like.
Oh, I mean, of course, don't litter. No, but it's not that. Termites. That's the little things that eat the wood, right? Termites, right? See how small they are? Those are those micro decisions that we make a day, right? But when we bring them all together, they make hurricanes. They make the fucking wave. You know what I mean? They make those changes, and that's a metaphor for those little things, for those small details, right? So I try to always make sure all my things are that email, I make sure I comment back.
Only because we got his PR back.
Yeah. You're ready.
It's a no. But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Vital, especially that's I talk about it. It is my thing. What I'm trying to master is organization. A system. You always have to have a formula.
Yeah.
Do you think
I'm not a person that always has to have a formula.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more of a person that will go out there and take the risk and put myself out there first. And then
but it's a formula because the outcome is the success, whatever it is.
We fucking making math. We're doing math out here, okay?
The math is math.
When you put the 4 over and then you put the work in.
Is math, okay?
No, that's a fact. Yeah, my formula is that, to go in there and finesse it and figure it out.
I believe that's what makes you a leader and not a boss. When you are not, the formula doesn't have to be like exact.
Yeah.
But the outcome has to be the outcome. The answer has to be
beautiful.
The answer.
Yeah. The outcome is there. We're gonna win. Win. It's just how do you?
Because I know people. There's people that micromanage their whole day, and I get that. Yo, I respect people that they need that. That's what they do. However, that's not me.
Yeah.
I go with the flow of the day as long as they don't fuck it up and we get to the goal in mind. That's all I care about.
For me, it's a little balance, right? So I do have a set structure of what I got to do, like the to-do list, like the things, but I always leave space for
whatever comes.
For whatever comes, you know what I mean? And I don't plan I try to, as an entrepreneur, I try to do the 5-year plans. I try to do all these things. But honestly, life is so unpredictable that this week, fucking, we could be here. The next week, there's a fucking another
But what
Delta,
you do know is that you
Omicron.
But
I do know that I'm gonna make it happen no matter what.
So what's the 3-year plan? That was one of my questions.
3-year plan.
I like threes. Yeah. 3 is my favorite. So it represents the Trinity. What is your 3-year?
Yes.
Like even if it's just if you give us 3 things.
Yeah. Well,
we got the book.
We got a book that I'm releasing. I have a show coming out, right? Those are some projects. We have like a photo book. We have a list of projects, but ultimately in 3 years, I'm gonna be a little bit more broad since it's like 3 years. I want to make sure that when you think about the BX, when you think about modern day entrepreneurship, when you think about the modern way of doing things as a brand, as an authentic, as a community-based brand, I want them to think about Bronx Native. I want them to think about the journey. I want them, I want to of course, inspire and empower everybody that I can. But I want this to be a blueprint. Like, you know what I mean? You can have a brand, you could be community-based, right? And you can have an impact and be able to do all these things, do music, do fashion, right?
Whatever you feel like you want to get into.
Yeah, whatever's your passion. My whole life, everybody was like, just do one thing, do it really well, and then move to the other one. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I want everything. I want to do it. I want to draw. I want to do videos. I want to do photos, and I still have that with me, right? I want to do it all. I want to figure it out. Of course, as you get older, you get a little bit more strategic and stuff.
Right.
But there is space for you to do what you want to do. I just want to tell everybody out there.
So that's a good one. Let me ask. So is there room for all of us to do different things? You know how they always
there's room for, and just how we back to the perspective and the mindset, everything is limitless. You know what I mean? I think everything, even the way we think, what we do. And I think this generation in particular is really here to yoke it up a little bit, because for far too long it's been the same thing, the system, the this, the that. But I feel like after the pandemic, a lot of people opened their eyes. They were like, I'm going to do my hobby. I'm going to do what makes me happy. I'm not going to do what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to do my thing, right. And that's a beautiful thing. That's definitely a shift in the paradigm and what we're going on. You already know when you're coming in with my vocab words.
Yes. You got
but that's what we're trying to do. Like, and I love that phrase when we say breaking generational curses. You know how long our family have been, in the struggle and poverty, how long we've been in a certain space, right? We believe in wealth. We believe in growth, right? And we're going to spread it to everybody.
And we have a lot of skill sets. We
got all the skill sets. We've done this. We created all of this. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, we're doing all of this and it's only the beginning, It's definitely a vibe.
Let's see. I got some questions that people want to get to know you. They see you. We see you doing amazing things, appropriate things. We want to know appropriate things.
Oh, no. I'm an open book. Whatever the world wants to know about me,
All right. Well, I believe in being an open book, but I also believe that Mystery is always good, a little bit, you know, and now you always got to keep something for yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
Whether that be whoever intimately, whatever.
Oh no, of course. You know, I was just saying that, but I am an open book.
Okay, so we already know your family's from DR.
Yes.
What did you see yourself doing when you were younger?
A creative.
Okay.
An entrepreneur.
I know he said that. All right.
Yeah.
What kind of student were you? Were you academically up and up?
I was a good student. I was a pretty good student, you know, good kid. I was always drawing. I was like one of those kids always drawing in the corner, always trying to figure it out.
Always
like,
imagining.
what am I going to sell?
That?
Like, what am I was trying to like.
You always selling?
No, I started making comic books. Yeah, I mean, you're
Hey, you're really involved with my boy Gary.
Gary Camp?
Yes.
Bro,
Gary, shout out to Gary Camp.
Shout out
And
Gary
Bronx
Camp,
Monster.
Creative One Comics.
Yes.
Triple Threat. That's my guy. That's literally one of my mentors, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my guy.
Wonderful things he said about you.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
we've done
that's
some
my guy.
pop-ups together, Gary and I.
Yeah.
And the gentleman, a part of the team. And he tells me he remembers when you first started and that you were going to every event.
Yes.
And that you were like, Gary, come on, like come with us, like let's go.
Yes.
But Gary's a little older, so Gary's like, no, fuck that shit. I'm tired. I'm going to bed after this. He was like, but let me tell you something. Amaurys, he did not stop.
Yes.
He saw himself and he didn't just see it. He put himself in the room.
Yes.
So, yo, props to you, sir.
Thank you, Gary.
Yes, Gary. He said a lot of wonderful things.
That's my
Yeah.
guy. We've been working for 5 years plus. You know, even before Bronx Native was open.
He was like, he was like, you're a beast. He's like, he's not scared of shit.
Yeah.
This guy's going for
coming for everything.
Yeah, for everything.
Yeah. No, appreciate Gary, and we're doing amazing things with him this year. And yeah, it's
wonderful. I'll be seeing you at a pop-up soon.
Yes.
Let me see. Are you proud of yourself?
Yes, of course. You already know. I think for me, you know, and some people ask me this sometimes. It's like, what do you want? Like ultimately, and for me, it's about feeling fulfilled. You know what I mean? For me, it's about
you have things to
making
do.
sure. You know, I got a job. You know, my job is
a higher purpose.
It's just the beginning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm proud of myself so far. Of course, you know what I mean? Because it's not easy, and it's everything that comes with it. But there's more to be done.
Always.
You already know. There's so much more. Like I'm not even close to where I want to be. You know what I mean?
But you are definitely
I'm coming up.
where you're supposed to be.
Coming up. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Favorite remedy and why? So when you're not un remedio, when you're not feeling good.
Vicks, you already know, man. Had to hit it with the Vicks real quick.
Okay, to ingest. People do eat this shit too.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Okay, and eucalyptus is a little better, but you already know I ain't
Vicks,
discriminating.
Vicks. Put it all
eucalyptus. They lied to us. All right. Go. But besides that, what else? What would you like if your throat hurts? What are you doing?
Advil.
Or your throat hurts?
Advil, Tylenol.
No.
What am I supposed
Are you supposed to do like honey and lemon?
Yeah, I've done the honey, the lemon.
Okay, are you in a relationship? Because you don't do this shit on your own. Next question. Are you in a relationship?
I am in a relationship, yes.
Okay, nice. Mm-hmm. Do you believe that it's difficult being an entrepreneur and a person of your caliber? Everybody eyes on you right now and being in a relationship?
Yes, I think everything is difficult in life. You know what I mean? It is already difficult to be an entrepreneur. And of course, being with somebody in this journey, you know, that's why you got to find somebody that complements you.
Yes,
you know, somebody that is understanding, somebody that knows.
Patient.
You know, that the journey is the journey.
Out and about because you in the spotlight.
Yeah, you know.
Now more than ever, you were with Slick, the ruler.
Yeah.
Slick Rick. He was chilling with Slick Rick the other day. Him and Wawa.
My guy. But yeah, you know, it's tough. But everything is tough in life.
All is yes. Finding the time and like you said, when you have the right time, when you have the right person to compliment, I believe that part just comes easy, and the rest is just life. You know what I mean? You guys are gonna go through those things. Your wants, my wants, both what we both want. You know?
Yeah.
Let me see. I got some good ones. So spiritual, religious, both.
I am a believer.
Okay.
In a lot of things.
spiritual.
Yeah.
And you have your practice.
And I'm Christian. I was born in Pentecostal.
You went to Cardinal. He went to Cardinal Hayes.
Yeah. So
I grew up going to the
I grew up in church. You know, already know Pentecostal de la cabeza a los pies.
My goodness.
Ya tú sabes. Grew up going to church.
It's okay. He's forgiven.
You know,
all of y'all.
Forgiven. I went to a church called Rocaterna, which really, you know, put my foundation and gave me the values. Gave me the values. You know, then I went to Cardinal Hayes and I went to St. Ignatius in Hunts Point as my middle school. And I went to Cardinal Hayes, which also, you know, helped me in my journey a lot. And yeah.
But all jokes aside, I've been, you know, so spirituality, that doesn't mean that you can't believe still in God. God is always first. So I want to put that out there. God is always first in all the things and everything. Now, everybody else got different names for their God, but always there's a higher power amongst it all. Period. And let me see. All right, so since you're around a lot of people, how do you decompress? How do you clear out those energies from those other people when you come home? Do you got a routine? You take a shower, you take those clothes off, put that straight in the hamper. What do you do? You light up some sage. You don't. What do you read? A Bible. What do you do?
I light up you already know, a bogey, spliffy. No. I mean, I you know, that's facts. You know, you could get socially drained. You could get people.
Energy vampires.
People have the energy is so toxic, bro, that you just come out of the conversation and just feel like you need a shower. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like, bro, like, I'm not fucking with those people. But in the end of the day, what I do, a lot of things. Take a shower, smoke a spliffy, you know, have some one-on-ones with my significant other. You know, do more of what I love and what inspires me. You know what I mean? Look at TED Talks, read books. You know, entertainment. I love movies. You know, I love series. I love all those things, and it's just finding that balance and stuff. But sometimes I just keep going. You already know, and you know. Keep going, because that's hustle culture. You got to keep going. I want to tell everybody out there, never stop. It could get a little bit toxic because it's hard. You know what I mean? You always going. You always got to go, oh, he's doing this, he's doing that. Kylie Jenner's worth $2 billion.
Don't even look at anybody else. You know what I mean? That's my new thing.
Don't look at no one.
I mean, you should want to embody someone, maybe, you know, a mentor.
You could be inspired.
Like that.
You could be inspired and be like, oh shit, but don't be like, oh shit, like no,
do it your way.
Do it your way.
You're always gonna be the best way.
And everyone has their journey. You know what I mean? And sometimes I look at people like, damn, fuck, they here, fuck, you know, I'm trying to be here. You know, we human beings.
That's on. I love that.
But then I say, you know, everyone has a different journey. Maybe my journey, you know, I gotta go through this because I have something higher coming for me, right? Maybe these are the moments that I'm gonna remember for the rest of my life, right? Being in this podcast, doing this, doing that, you know.
Others I appreciate.
I embrace it. I embrace it. Yeah.
Because you are a memorable individual.
The journey. I embrace the struggle, and I embrace the day to day because those are the best moments for me.
What was the last skill or fact that you learned?
The last you said?
Yeah, the last skill or fact.
What did I just learn? I learn every day, by the way. So I learn new things every day. All
right, we're coming back to that one.
Yeah, come back to that. It's like a speed round. Like
yeah. There's like 5. You're lucky. I had something like that, but I didn't get the buzzer in time. What is the first thing you notice when meeting new people?
So the first thing when I look at people running the eyes, boom, right? I have to, right? But in a calm way, not like in a weird way. Like,
y'all saw me? I'm like, nah, but you know what though? I also, I do the same. I have a firm shake. Also, my body language.
Yes. I'm aware of that. Like with me, and I'm aware with other people too. Like, why are they, you know, but everyone's different, you know? And I look for, for that energy, you know what I mean? And there's some people that in the first 5 seconds, you could already tell like, nah, I ain't fucking with this person. You know what I mean? Respectfully. And then there's other people like, yo, I feel like I've known this person for years. I want to keep talking to this person.
I love people like that.
I love that. I live for moments like that. You know what I mean? When you just have those meaningful, it could be a small conversation, but it stays with your mind. That's so fucking...
That energy, that vibe. You're like, yo, that was a vibe right there.
Man. And that's why I talk to everybody. I talk to everybody because you don't know what story that person's going to tell you. You don't know what that's going to spark, what idea, what perspective perspective, you know, and I listen to all perspectives, you know, even if, you know, like
Even
what,
ugly.
talk to me. Like what made you think about that? I love having conversations. And I think that's one thing that we're missing a little bit nowadays. We have to learn how to have conversations.
And mofos
we need to
is too
talk.
sensitive,
We
yo.
need to talk,
And
bro.
people too sensitive. You can't even talk anymore.
That's it.
People are very sensitive. And now,
Yeah.
all right. How do you feel? Because your journey is shifting. And so you are this, you're like the man for the people, I want to say, right? You are for the people. But you are mingling now with politicians and things like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, a great thing, great opportunity also to shed more light into the Bronx native because it's community based and all these beautiful things.
Yeah.
But how do you feel mingling now with the higher ups, with the powers that be?
Yeah. I think
you're still authentic.
Of course. I mean, I'm always myself, you know what I mean? I think we need to occupy all spaces, right? We cannot just be happy with, oh, I'm in this world, I'm in this realm. Nowadays, things are so multi-dimensional and there's so many layers to life that you need to tap in. Everybody needs to be tapped into multiple things. You cannot, and that's even for like your career. You can't only do one thing anymore, right? You got to learn how to edit. You got to learn how to post your own stuff. You got to be a manager. You got to do this. You got to do that, you know, and that's, you know, I mean, those are the times we're living in, which is, you know, but you got to, you know, for me, I apply that in my life, in my connections, in the circles that I'm at, you know. I could be at Tag Up, you know, vibing with my piece, vibing at an open mic, but I could be in a gala too, vibing, you know, with a fucking suit, you know, and it's, and
You
for
wear
me,
many hats.
it's all about that duality, you know. I love just the duality of things and being
and the polarity. Polarity, duality,
you know,
which are
being
a
able
part
to
of the
do
universal
more.
laws.
Yeah.
And that's and you do that. And you do it very well. I saw you in a suit. You look very handsome. Very dapper.
Yeah, we have to. We got to represent out here, you know.
How do you define success?
I define success, you know, everyone has a meaning for success. And it's subjective, of course. For me,
for you, the Bronx
it's to be fulfilled, you know. If you're happy, if you're like, yo, I'm fulfilled, I'm happy, you know, with what I'm doing or with this and that, you are successful and congratulations, you know. Let's get it.
That was wonderful.
You already.
Okay, a few more. What is your worst habit?
Worst habit. I am a bit of a procrastinator, which is something that, you know, and it all has to do with time too, you know. I'm getting a lot, you know, I always get better and better. But I think if I just master that, I'm going to be, it's going to push me to the
next
edge.
level.
Yeah, I'm going to be like,
Next level.
you know. So I think that I got to go ham all the time, you know.
Okay. Let's see. Horoscope.
I'm Libra. That's horoscope?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a Libra. Libra, Gad, you're in the vibe.
He's a Libra. That's why he got the battle. You know your cardinal
October
sign.
10. And my birthday's at 10-10. My birthday's 10-10. 10-10 wins. You already know.
Child also.
Let's get it. The best
ahead,
birthday
man.
out there, man. 10-10
October
wins.
2nd, he has his own day in New York.
No, I'm going to tell you how important October is for me. Look, October 2nd is Bronx Native Day, which is the day that we opened up the Bronx Native shop, right? October 8th, it's my dad's birthday, right? October 10 is my birthday. October 13 is one of my good friends' birthday. October 24th is my grandma's birthday.
Bless.
October is also the month I incorporated my LLC get on October 16. You know what I mean? So you already know, OVO, October's very own. We out here, 10-10. We here.
Indeed. I love it. Yeah, October's a good month. Libra gang, good.
Yo, it's
I
fall
like that.
season. Yo, it's
very balanced.
Yeah. And that's, I think, I mean,
People love Libras.
I don't want to correlate it to the
I know. I don't do too much, but we like to tap in a little bit. People want to know.
Yeah, another fact. That's a fact.
Want to know what you're doing. What you doing?
Everyone's like, yo, what's your horoscope? And they be like, Libra? I don't like Libras. I love Libras.
Okay, you got that, but I'm a Gemini.
Yeah.
And so is Wolf.
I love Geminis.
You, Miss Lee? Oh, she's about her money.
Go. Let's get it.
Got you.
Money.
Get that. So, okay. And we're gonna close it off. I'm gonna close it off with some affirmations, and we're gonna close it off with some final thoughts and things that we want to, send these lovely, lovely collective viewers. But I want to know your affirmations for yourself. Like 3 affirmations.
Tell me the definition of affirmation.
It could be like a mantra, something positive that you tell yourself
Every day? Like something
every day. Yeah, that's your consistent thing. Yes.
I mean, I say a lot of things in the mirror. Like,
it could be anything. I just want the first 3 that pop up that are popular. Usually mine is like, I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, I'm rich.
Got it.
Basic, but they so poppin'.
Yes. I love the word beautiful. You know what I mean? That's something that I
do
always
too. I call men beautiful.
Yeah. I think I see beauty in everything, and I think we should all see the beauty in everything. So that's something I say. I say, I am beautiful. That's something I say.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
I like that.
I'm gorgeous. No, but ultimately it's beauty in not just physical, it's in all realms,
Yes.
Another thing is I'm a beast. I'm an animal. You know what I mean? You got to tap into those things. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you wake up and you're like,
you want to talk about spirit animals too? But we ain't going to get to that. Spirit animals is a thing too. You tap into that energy because we come from indigenous people, right? We come from the original woman. We come from our ancestors that they've been tapping in for a very long time. What do you think they was rolling with? The animals in the forest, in the nature, as oneness in all levels of unity and energy, because we can't exist without the animals either. So when you say you're an animal, it sounds funny and everything like that. And maybe you don't know, but you are tapping into animalistic energy that keeps you going, pushing.
Yeah. No, I vibe with that,
Now, what animal do you choose though? I had that. What was your favorite animal?
I mean, I always like the wolf. You already know that.
Wolves are cool.
Wolves,
Wolves are cool. He told you he was going to be a pocket. He wasn't ready.
No, I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for that. But, and then I mean, animal, beast, I put that together. And the last one is you're a vibe. You know what I mean? You're a vibe. No matter what, things is going to be all right. You know what I mean? When I hear about vibes and when I chill vibes and stuff, that's what I'm all about. I don't want I want the chaos. I live in the chaos, right? I'm in the edge every day. That's what I got to be the vibe. You know what I mean? That's all inside. You know what I mean? I transfer that.
It is a vibe. I want you guys to stop by. The address is 127 Lincoln.
127 Lincoln Avenue.
In the Bronx. Yo, you guys got to pop in.
Yeah.
Check out. Make sure you like, you share, you subscribe. And I'm going to close it out with saying thank you so much for being the change that you seek, that you've been seeking and you continue to see in others. I want to thank you for the beauty that you see in all of us because it is definitely felt at all of your events. And it's also even felt if you just look at your Instagram and how everyone comes together to represent the Bronx native and the Bronx.
Yes.
I also want to say thank you for showing little boys that it is okay to tap into their creativity, to their vulnerability. Yes. It is their strength.
Yes.
It is not their weakness.
That's a fact.
And it's very important for our community and all communities to have that. I want to also say thank you for representing us, the culture, the co-culture, and everything that peace, love, and light truly stands for all of us as a collective.
Yes, indeed.
And I don't know if you have any final words.
I want to say thank you for having me and for having such an amazing conversation and amazing chats, for having a platform for these conversations, for supporting, for showing love, and for being a vibe. Yeah, you already know. Appreciated. We going up. Again, I second everything you just said. And I want to tell everybody out there to tap in. 22. We going up. 22. We going to the moon, and there's no stopping us.
No stopping. It's all the way. Infinite. And
real quick, can I get a yeah? Let's get it.
And then I'm going to just end it off with this affirmation and send you guys with a whole bunch of love. And it is, I have the power to create my desires. I attract money with the value I provide to the world. I am my ancestors' wildest dreams. Everything I do is successful. I am peace. I am love. I am light. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.